And we're going to talk about empirical versus intuitive decision making. We all do this. Empirical decision making is based on my experience and my knowledge of something. I'm going to make a decision. Research, personal experience. I think about it. I say, okay, I'm going to make a decision based off this. Versus intuitive decision making, which is impulsive. And saying, I feel it. It's intuitive. I don't care what the research is. I don't care what, I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my plums, right? I feel it, and I want to make this decision. So my question to you is, when you are talking to a client, where is the more effective closing going to happen? Based on their empirical knowledge or based on their intuition?
I would say intuition.
Why is that?
Well, because you've reached their emotions, and that's what really makes them do the decision. Mm-hmm. You know, the things that they've learned and everything, that could be all wrong. But when they feel good about you and they trust you, they're going to buy anything from you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Once you get to that point, you know, I hate to say control, but you've really got complete control of the situation. They will believe you. I mean, why are they calling an agent to begin with? You know, why do people get attorneys? Why do people get CPAs and accountants? Because they don't know anything about that stuff and they don't want to mess with it. They want to go to an expert, somebody that knows how to do this stuff. You know, this is what we do, this is our craft. They don't know anything about it. As long as we establish who we are, what we know, you know, they're going to buy from us. Mm-hmm. You know, and why would they buy from us than from another agent? How we conduct ourselves, have we built the trust, have we done all the right things? But it is that, you know, subconscious connection that makes the sale. Mm-hmm. It has got nothing to do with what they know. Now, what their friends tell them, you're going to have to overcome that. You know, their friends might be totally wrong, and usually they are. Mm-hmm. But you just got to cut through that.
Yeah, that's a major component of talking to people like that is that we want to lean into their intuition. And we have to tell them that Medicare is different than group plans, not just by structure, but by individualization. Like, what you're saying, sir, and just doing this role play, it's like, what you're saying, sir, is that you're going to base your health decisions on the advice of your friend who has completely different health concerns than you. I don't know what your friend's health concerns are, but I know what your health concerns are, and I know exactly what you need.
And you can use selector questions to figure all that out.
Right.
You know, you just turn it around, turn it into a question.
Right.
That way you're not accusive.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the key right there.
Yeah.
You know, if you can get to their heart.
Yeah.
You want them to feel, you know, I like this guy, I trust him, or she. Mm-hmm.
That took a while, Brad. There's a long pause after that.
That's
a long pause, right? That was a long pause.
We know what's going on.
Apologies for the men in this room. We've been ragging on you, Vic, and we appreciate you being...
She had her day like a month ago.
Oh, nice, nice. But let's not play devil's advocate so much. But I mean, I 100% agree with you. Like, we can provide all the facts and figures and their knowledge and experience, but when it comes down to it, it's what they feel. You know, like, I feel this guy or woman is going to be like, I trust this person, and I'm going to go with this person because I feel like moving forward, the prospect of something happening to me, this person is going to keep out for me. What do you think?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, I go back to example I have of a lady in New Jersey that I had to pull years worth of data and send to her, and it really wasn't the data what she wanted. You know, she wanted to see it. She's very analytical, but she wanted to make sure that somebody would go through it for her.
I remember that.
That was a test. It was sure the data helps, and now I've got 3 or 4 referrals off it. But the data was just a test. It was really, okay, can I make sure that if I have any question that he can find me an answer or not? Mm-hmm. That's the type of person I want to work with. And those are the type of people that when they give you those big tests like that are mean at the beginning of the intro of the call, or if they make you jump through hoops, if you can do everything they want, they are referring every person they know to you because they know that you can produce for them.
Yeah. I don't think it's a slippery slope, but I'm going back to a client that I had that, I battled this, their empirical versus their intuition, and she asked me every question after question. I answered it very thoroughly. And at the very end, I was on the phone with her for 2 hours. She's like, all right, I'm going to think about this with my husband. And it's like, I just felt like a failure, because it's like, I know what you guys know, and like, I did not sell myself enough. And I'm like, okay, I had to back off, and I'd say, all right, you just need to discuss this with your husband. And I let her go. And I hate not one call closing. But she calls me back the next day and it's like, okay, we talked about it, you are the right person. So in that instance, like, they wanted to use their knowledge and experience and what they learned from me. But I'm going back to thinking, like, did they come back to me because they trusted what I told them? They didn't base their decision off the knowledge that I gave them. They based it off of me giving the knowledge that I gave them. I think about that lady all the time because she was so thorough. She lived in Maryland, and she's like talking about these advantage plans. And I had to go over all these advantage plans with her and try and like intimate, like, you don't want an advantage plan, especially in that state. You are turning 65, you see the $0 premium, you want a supplement because now you can go wherever you want, whenever you want. But I couldn't sell her because she was very guarded. But it took me 2 hours, and I was like, all right, I did what I could. That was a great call. But she's using empirical knowledge. She has to do more research. She has to be convinced. But Brad Bates, and what Josh said is like, Jacob, sorry. What Jacob said is that, I'm messing up names today.
He's being really bad with J
I'm
names.
being names. That's bad.
Is that right, John?
Anyways, I just realized, like, man, it comes down to their intuition. It comes down to, I feel that I could give my business to this person because I feel that this is the best decision. I think you're right.